Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to play some Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Black since the alpha release came out recently, and I've been playing it, and it's really good. It's really good. And I've been having some fun with it, so I figured, you know, it's late in the day, I'm tired, I was going to sit down and play some Ninja Gaiden, I thought, why not stream it? Let's see. Why don't we do this one? I might do Chapter 1 and 2 again. They're some of the best chapters in the game now that this is the alpha release instead of the old cheat table version. But I'll start with this because it's something different. Let's do it. Obviously, we're going to do it on Master Ninja because that's the one that's been finished. Or, you know, it's the most worked on in this version. Who we got in the chat? We got Cookies. Or is it Cookies or is it Cokies? It's a double K, not a double O. We got Workin' Joe, we got Little Sky. Hope you're all having a good day. And I have modified the visuals in terms of what it's using. I'm not using the NVIDIA filters anymore. I did install an older version of Reshade that actually works. And this is what the game looks like normally. And that's what it looks like with the Reshade filters. So it's, you know, looks a little better. You know, just a bit punchier, which is nice. And I did do a bit more work on the Ryu outfit. I managed to actually get the normal maps for his arms from the Razor's Edge model. They were a weird type of alpha, not alpha, what's the word, normal map, where the information was only on the red and green channels, and so it looks like it's blank. I had to open it with some old viewer, and then invert separately the red and green channel just so that it looked normal. But I managed to get it to work, so now his arms look pretty darn cool. The veins actually stick out of his arms like they do in Ninja Gaiden 3, so that's awesome. I also modified his eyes. I morphed it and moved the eyebrows down slightly and made it look like his lower eyelids a little bit more squint-like. So it's not massively different than what it was, and it's kind of hard to get it to look at him, to be honest. But it's looking pretty good. And I put the mod for the Jinran Maru sword for the Dragon Sword. I think it looks pretty nice with the blue on his back. I like the detail on it too. But we still got the Dragon Sword for the dual swords here, obviously. And I did actually switch back to the regular staff since, you know, when you do this move and other moves like it actually comes off, you know, with the chains. But we'll stick to the Dragon Sword for now. Obviously, I always ask this at the start of the stream, but please let me know if it looks good and sounds good, if there's any problems, because, you know, I like to just open up the programs and just click stream. I don't want to record little tests every time, because it likes to mess around with me, and, like, suddenly the audio will break, or the video doesn't look good. And, you know, I just wanted to jump right in, so please let me know if it's still good like the previous streams. No. How would you interrupt the combo? I don't understand that. What are you doing, fish? There you go. Little Sky says everything is good for me. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Let's use the flail for these things. I did install a few mods as well for the Kasari Gamma and the flail. I can't remember if I did it for any other weapons, but it basically puts them to level 1, so they're still level 3, but they look like they're level 1. So if I select these, see how they look like the level 1 flail? That's a neat little mod. Just makes them look a little, you know, what's the word? Like, less cluttered. I don't dislike the level 3 versions, but I do like the level 1 versions. They look neat. You know, they don't have too much going on. It does mess up the blood texture, though, because I didn't bother turning that off. Working Joe says, everything's working perfectly on my screen. Awesome. Okay, good. It's always nice to get a few people's confirmation, just in case. Because sometimes somebody in the chat will say, "Hey, your audio's crackling up, man," and I'm thinking, "Oh no, what's wrong now?" And then someone else says, "It's fine for me. I think it's you." And then I'm like, "Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with the stream." Jamaru17 says, I was getting my ass kicked in Chapter 3, Master Ninja, Ninja Gaiden 2 Series X, and I needed a break. Chapter 3. Yeah. I mean, I was playing this last night as well, and like, it was getting later and later, and I was just looking at the time thinking, go to sleep. Just go to sleep. And then I would do this fight again and again and again. It's like, when are you gonna go to sleep, man? What are you doing? Stop! Obviously, I finished the fight in the end. Frickin' Elizabeth. I don't like fighting her in this game. I'm not very good at it. Alright, get the dragon sword out. No, actually, these things suck. Let's just kill them with the dual swords. And while we're at it... Yeah! Eat it! The windmill shuriken. I love it. Get the flail out again for the stupid fish. We can throw the windmill shuriken at him to... Did you want to hit them with that? There you go. There we go. Oh, I wish that would... yeah, we need to disable that, don't we? That stupid ninja vision or the ninja sense. Like, I wonder where I need to go in this linear game. Alright, yeah, back dual swords, because we're gonna fight a whole bunch of Gaja things out here. Wonder if I can hit them with the windmill shuriken. Nice face! Do you know what? I might actually use the staff. The staff is quite fun. Although they get up from an Azuna drop from it, because it's not quite enough damage. But, you know, then we can dodge away. And then we can go like this. Eat it! Also, I have to recommend this to anybody who plays Ninja Gaiden on PC. Please, go on Steam. It's like $5. Get this thing called Lossless Scaling. It's got an icon that looks like a rubber duck. It is amazing. It has frame gen on it, so you can use frame generation to get high frame rates. If you've got a display that does more than 60 hertz, you can play Ninja Gaiden at 120 FPS and beyond. Because this game isn't really difficult to run, so you've got a lot of overhead for frame generation, so it doesn't really add much input delay at all. And... gosh, I've been playing Ninja Gaiden, well I've been playing Sigma 2 at 120 FPS for the last few days. I mean, it's like butter, man. It's so smooth. It makes 60 FPS feel like 30. Like I'm playing at just regular 60 right now. It feels wrong. It doesn't feel good enough. The 120 is amazing with Ninja Gaiden. Jamaru17 says, can you choose the Tiger's Fang swords or only the ones you're holding? Yeah, there's no option for the Dragon's Claw and the Tiger's Fang. Somebody might have modded it, and if not, you could probably... like, it's easy enough to mod. You just find the files for the level 2 Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang, and then you would rename them to the same files for level 3, and then it would replace the model for level 3 with the level 2. But it might be a little bit more involved in getting rid of the electricity effect, And I don't even know if you can get rid of the sound or not. But it is possible. Okay, now we just do the regular UT here, because when he gets to the end of it, he does the flames there, which it's pretty good against these things. As you can see. Ryu. It really annoys me when he does that, although the flames did get the rest of him. Yeah, gosh, I guess this is a consistent bug, this thing where the floor just disappears there. The camera clips into it. Because I noticed that on Fiend Busa's stream when he did this chapter. And it happened to me when I did this the other day. Watch out, that's gonna hurt. Gotta get rid of some of these things. Because they get in the way and they won't let me do the 360Y. Because Ryu is kind of vulnerable when he does it. And they like to sneak in. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Let's use one of these. Gosh, there's so many of them, too. Wow, this guy's just sitting down chilling. He's just chilling. Get out of the way. No, don't open that. See what I mean? The little things, they just get in the way, man. Ryu, stop doing that and do the spin. That's it. Use another one of these. Ciao. Do the spin. Now, see, the little things, they hit him when he tries to do it. Use another one of these. Yeah, see, Ryu doesn't get invincibility frames with the 360Y with this thing. But we got him anyway, Because it's kind of like when you fight the Golem. See, this works, but it does less damage than this. Because that move at the end, it does a bunch of hits, especially if the guy's swinging his hands down by the floor, and so you get a lot of extra damage in that makes him fall down faster. Darkslayer Zero says, "Yo, Dan, hey, what's going on? Hope you're having a nice day." Okay. What do I want to use? Oh yeah, got the level 3 Dobby Laro. I still have the Buster Sword mod, but I thought I'd switch it out for this. I also have a mod that makes it look like the Dark Dragon Blade, but I just... Oh no! Oh, one of them fell down here. I guess I was meant to fall down. Why don't you come over here? Come over here, you stupid thing. Yeah, the Dark Dragon Blade just doesn't really fit for Enma's Fang. Like, it looks cool, but Enma's Fang's not powerful enough. It doesn't do enough damage, and so having it look like the Dark Dragon Blade feels weird. Because you're just, like, bashing and bashing at the enemies, and they're getting up. And you're just thinking, yeah, this is the Dark Dragon Blade would obliterate them. It just doesn't... my brain doesn't like it. So I figured the Dobby Laro makes a little bit more sense. Although it's a shame, because I used to love the counter-attack with the Y button in Ninja Gaiden Sigma and Ninja Gaiden Black, where he would literally just swing it once and one-tap an enemy with it, and that was great. And he can't really do that in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. But, you know, it's fun to just slap and smack enemies with this thing, anyway. But I do like doing this move, because it's the same as the Dabilaro from Ninja Gaiden Black. Of course, you can extend it like this. There's a few moves you can do at the end of it, actually. Really, we don't have any red things? I thought I was going to fight some of those. Alright, fine. Working Joe says, can you Izuna drop an enemy with the Dabilaro since you can't in the first game? Yeah, Enma's Fang lets you Izuna drop, so... Obviously... This is Enma's Fang, and I've just made it look like Dabilaro, so yes, you can. You do like this. I'll do it in here. We should fight more of those red things. The drop won't kill it, but it... No, it's just the... Okay. Brian Favela says, it's been a while, man. I still watch your old Ninja Gaiden videos. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing good. Sorry, that's what you said. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. Dio says, sup, Dan? What's up, Dio? Nice to see you again. What do I want to use? I'll keep the Dabilaro out for a little bit. There is something weird I noticed, though, and I don't know if it's part of the some of the mods that I have, or maybe it's in the Sigma 2 Black mod, or if it was in Sigma 2 anyway, but when Wolf shows up here and activates the storm, the wind that's blowing is really yellow. Like, it's overly yellow. Like, look at that. Like, I expect it to be a little less saturated than that. I don't know why. It's freaking yellow. The wind looks like it's got lemon zest in it. Like, tons and tons of it. It's weird. Oh, here come the big boys. Get slammed. Oh, we got another taker. Hey, buddy. You gonna come get some? He's coming to get some. Oh no! Ryu, you're supposed to dodge! You're making me look bad! I was gonna wait for him to charge me and then dodge, and then I press the button and Ryu's like, but I want to give him a hug. You don't hug those guys, Ryu. They're frickin' bruisers. They'll punch you in the face. That would be so goofy, though. Afnaz said, excuse me, no, who said that? No, Working Joe says, Wolf mastered a new level. It just makes me think that instead of Wolf, like, doing the thing where he lifts up his arms to raise up the storm, he just, like, does a, what's that guy called? Salt Bay? He just, like, salt bays a bunch of lemon zest. He whips out, like, a little cheese grater and drags a lemon across it and then scoops it up in his hand and salt bays it over the edge and it blows into the breeze. And then he's like, smells good. And then it cuts back to Ryu, and he's like, is that lemon? Yeah, there should be a couple of red ninjas down here. I'll try and drop one of them. Bam! You see? We're gonna fight some of those big red guys again. Let's go dual swords. No, we gotta frickin' mince them! Darkslayer Zero says, I actually removed the files that change the visuals. Hopefully in the full release they'll be toggleable. Yeah, I did the same thing. I don't know if I've removed every single one of them, but I removed the ones that change the lighting for Chapter 1 and 2. I don't know if there were any others. I think there was one that turned off the true dragon swords, the glowing effect on it. But since I replaced the true dragon sword with Jinran Maru, this cool sword from Ninja Gaiden 3, the Hayate sword or whatever. I like the blue one. I like the dark blue. I think it looks cool. And I like the kind of muted color scheme. And because it was in Razor's Edge and Ninja Gaiden 3, it goes with the 3 outfit. So I didn't really worry about that. But I did, for a while, I did switch it back to the regular true dragon sword. But yeah, it's, for the most part, it's absolutely fantastic. Like, it's a lot less jarring now, coming off the cheat table version. Like everything that was there is pretty much in place here, so it feels good to play. I remember him saying something about like a lot of the things have been replaced with actual like the same code that's from Ninja Gaiden 2. I assume he's like, hooked cheat engine into the Xbox 360 emulator or something to get some of the values from it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's definitely feeling a lot like 2, which is nice. Because, I can't stand Sigma 2, it's just not good. And, it's nice that I don't have to boot up Cheat Engine, it just injects itself into the game, and that's just how it is. It's fantastic. Next, let's throw the windmill shuriken at these boys. I love it. It's so good. Nice face, fella. Pretty much all I need to get now is, I asked him as well about the dual swords and making it do the flying swallow every time, and he said it's doable. And I know that it's doable, but hopefully he implements that, because that's been bothering me for over a decade. That's been getting me killed a lot. You expect him to do the flying swallow with the dual swords and he doesn't do it, and then he just does the spin down and then he gets hit, because that's not what I wanted him to do. But then I just need to get the thing that lets me change the voice files, maybe some of the sound effects, just to freshen up the game a little bit, and then I'll get started on the fun run, because it's getting really close now. It's like this is kind of my preferred way to play the game now. Like there are a few instances where the OG2 is better, obviously, like you've got your mission mode. And obviously it is the true vanilla Ninja Gaiden 2. It's its own special thing. But this is so much closer to it now that this is I usually go to this, especially because then it's less heavy than emulating the 360. I can run it on my GPD Win 4. I can run this 360 emulator on the Win 4, but it's a lot more. I have to raise the power draw on it a lot higher to actually get it to run smoothly, whereas that thing will run Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on like 9 watts, which gives me way more battery life. So we can throw the thing at this. No! Oh, we still got him, though. Get off! Nice face, bitch. You're getting dragged! Yeah, see, the drop pretty much almost kills those things. Although I remember that was the same thing in the Vanilla 2. Vanilla 2? In Vanilla 2, they did get up from a drop, those things. Shadow78 says, one thing's missing is the UT charge for the bow. Yeah, I think that's going to be implemented soon, though. He said something about that was coming. That was one of the next things that was coming. Nice face. There were a few things in this that are worse than 2. And they're just creative choices. Like what after you beat Alexei or whatever, in the last chapter, you go through this door, like you turn around, you see Sonya standing by the cage or whatever in the white outfit. You go forward, you go through the door, and in Vanilla 2, you fight a bunch of those robot lady crab things, right? In this version, it's a bunch of the horse enemies. And I mean, when I said that was crazy, but whatever. When I said that to him, he just laughed. It was nuts. You go in that hallway and it's just a bunch of those horse things, and they're way too big for that hall, and it was a nightmare. I ended up just spamming the void to get rid of them, which was crazy. And there's a bunch of dogs in the fight with the dragon in the jungle chapter, and they just downright pissed me off. They just, every time you stop to do anything besides the graveyard spin, they just bite you in a throw. Like they grab you and you have to break out of it. And they keep doing it. It's really annoying. I like the mixture of enemies here, though. Love that we've got some ninjas, some red things. We got some of the big wolf dudes. Yeah, nice face, buddy. What do we want to use here? Maybe some scythe action? Maybe I can get near a wall and I can throw this thing. Let's see if we can do that. Hey, come over here, fellas! Although I don't think it's that good. They're gonna kill me is what's gonna happen. Who's that? Oh, go away. I don't charge it up. Maybe I can charge up the windmill shuriken. Love it. Windmill shuriken's fantastic, man. Let's do it again. Yeah, eat it! Oh man, the windmill shuriken's so good. Did we kill everything? The windmill shuriken clean up? Yeah, it did. Come here. Are you really not gonna hit it? There you go. Okay. One thing I would actually, if I could change some of the code, I'd love to increase the range on the flame Nimpo or whatever. Like, on the jungle chapter, when you're fighting those things floating on the water, and you want to, like, shoot flames at some of them, I had this problem in original Ninja Gaiden 2 as well. The flames just don't go very far, the fireballs, the lock-on is indefinite. If there's an enemy on the other side of the arena, it'll lock onto them, but the flames don't reach, and so you just waste it. And I would like to just increase the range so that it's infinite, so whatever enemy it locks onto, it reaches them. Love this music, by the way. It's really cool. You know, I could have used some Nimpo back there because of this box. Oh well, let's go dual swords. Zipman X says, yeah, the game finally feels like Ninja Gaiden 2 again. Boy, have I missed it. Yeah, it's incredible. Like, it cannot be understated how awesome this mod is, and how much the hard work that he's put into it has paid off. Like, in my opinion, it has saved Sigma 2. Because I just flat out I never played Sigma 2 since I played it on the Vita. Back in 2011 or 12, whenever it came out. Because I stopped playing the PS3 version. Then I played the Vita version, and I did everything. Literally everything. Like, all the difficulties, everything. And filled up the whole thing. And then I just put it down and never touched it again. Because the original 2's just better. And this has saved it. Especially because it's on PC and we can mod it. I mean, If I still wish that I could put this Ninja Gaiden 3 skin in Vanilla 2. That would be incredible. But this is awesome. Especially because I can use Reshade to just touch up, you know, make it a little more pop out like that. It's really nice. Shadow78 says, I was wondering if the black mod works with other difficulties, because last time I tried on Mentor mode, it randomly crashes. He says he's going to work on those difficulties next. Like those Mentor and Warrior, that's the ones that he's doing next. So they're not finished yet. Come down here, fellas. There. What are you doing, fella? Where you going? I guess he wants me to kill these things. Why don't we blow them up? No, you came back up, did you? I wish we could improve the accuracy on these things. Sometimes he likes to throw stuff at, like, their tail. I don't know what these things, what their hitboxes look like. Although he's hitting them now. There we go. Is that all of them? Yes, it is. Welsh Fool says, yeah, he's doing Warrior and then Mentor. Apparently he's finding Warrior very boring to mod right now. Rip him. Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. He's not going to touch difficulties lower than Warrior, because honestly, what would be the point? Yeah, there's no point. It's a shame, really, that he can't just use some blanket piece of code that just doubles the enemy count for those difficulties. Like, just be lazy. I wonder if it still has to be done for each battle. Like, if there was a way to just generically say, double the enemies, just don't do anything else, just multiply by 2. That would make life a lot easier. But I don't know anything about coding, so I don't know how simple or complicated it is. Yeah, he said something to me about, it has to be generated when the chapter loads. All the fights, the information for them has to be generated before the chapter loads, and so, like, kind of, he said, like a seed. So I assume that, you know, he'd have to figure out how to make that generate double enemies, but I don't know. You can certainly take a beating, I'll give you that, buddy. Come here! I did mention to him as well, this room that we're about to go into, this cathedral thing, it's a really cool room for a boss. And I said, maybe put a Ryu clone in there or something, because it's a cool room. It's like a cool arena. They never did anything with this room. You just fight a bunch of red things in it, and that's it. It's like, why not have a boss fight in here? Or a mini-boss? Like, it was wasted, and I would like to have fought something interesting in there. So I mentioned it. We'll see what happens. Because I did read on the page for the mod that somewhere along the way there are Ryu clone battles, like you put them back. I haven't come across any of them yet, but... let's use the dual swords here. They might kill me. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Oh, dear. That means I gotta do all this again now with the stupid... I'm not even gonna fight those stupid gargoyle pterodactyl things again. They're dumb. I just don't care about them. Ryu throwing shurikens at walls like He's a master ninja, but he needs to go talk to Ayane about where to, you know, throw those big chunky shurikens or the kunai. I guess technically look, they're basically like kunai. They're just like, yeah, they basically are. They have a little grenade in them. But he needs to talk to Ayane about like throwing those things with pinpoint accuracy because he's getting sloppy. Nice face, buddy. Let's say goodbye to these stupid bird flying pterodactyl things. We don't care about them. Yeah, nice face, buddy. Yeah, I got him on the way back. Beautiful. Zipman X says, yeah, but in regular unmodded Sigma 2 Master Ninja mode, you dominate everything until a grab happens and you're insta-killed. Yeah, it's dumb. It's really dumb. Like, especially, I've been obviously playing this a lot lately, and occasionally when I was, you know, making alterations to this Ryu model, trying to make it look better, I was hopping back into the game to see what it would look like and playing a little bit, and I wasn't turning on the cheat table for the other version of the Sigma 2 Black mod. And so I was playing vanilla Sigma 2. And it was on Master Ninja. It was just easy. It was easy. And then they'd grab you and you'd be like, oh, I guess I'm dead. Like, because, you know, I play recklessly, but it's still, you know, there's not that many enemies. So it's just kind of, what's the word? Like, uneventful? There's just not much going on. And so, you know, everything goes down. If you know the moves to do too, even when they're spongy, you can do the certain moves and they'll go down fairly quick. What are you doing? What are you doing? They'll go down fairly quick, and so you're just kicking everything's butt, and then suddenly they're like, "I'm gonna get you with a grab," and you're like, "Oh, hey, look at that! I'm almost dead, or I am dead," just like that. It's kind of annoying. It's interesting though, because the PS Vita version of Sigma 2 is it's different. Like, obviously, what makes me laugh is you barely get 30 FPS in that, if that, right? And yet they decided to reintroduce the blood and the giblets, the little bits flying off the enemies, and it's like, isn't that more polygons for the frickin' system? Couldn't you have not added those back, and the game might have run a bit better? Or maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. I love the windmill shuriken. Just want to throw it at these stupid things. Oh, give me double charge. Give me double charge. Yeah. What are you doing? What? Why'd you throw it at the wall? Throw it at the things. No, we don't get a double charge now. Man, come here. Should we use the wind blades? Let's have some fun. The wind blades! Yeah. Suck on those wind blades. You get a little extra treatment. See, look at this room. This room would be great for a Ryu clone fight. Oh, man. Like, seriously. I know this is not the monastery from Ninja Gaiden Black, right? This is not the arena for Ultimate Ninja 5, but, like, it gives me Ultimate Ninja 5 vibes, because it's, you know, it's a cathedral kind of room with pillars and stuff. I want to fight a boss in here. Pretty sure there's a mission, I don't know if it's in Sigma 2 or if it's in Vanilla 2, where you fight Alexei in here. I'm pretty sure that's can't remember if it's in Original 2, but there's definitely a mission where you fight Alexei in here, and it's pretty cool. Shadow78 says there's a Vita emulator going on. It's still getting updates as you can play Sigma 2 Plus on it. Yeah, I wanted to play Sigma 2 Plus on my phone because it looks like a Vita. My phone. It's it doesn't have dual triggers, but it has L1, R1. It's got buttons, D-pad, and analog sticks built into it. But unfortunately, it's an older phone, and so it's got a Snapdragon 710 in it, and so I think it's an Arduino 640 something. I can't remember the number, but it can't quite handle Vita emulation very well, and so it just crashes all the time because I have to set it to OpenGL, and it just won't run Sigma 2. I'll load a mission, and then it'll just crash. It's a shame, because it would have been cool to have some version of it on my phone, but then I'm thinking, if I was to get a new phone in the future that's got like a Snapdragon Gen 2 or Gen 3 or whatever, then I could just use WinLater and run this version of the game on it. I think if people can use WinLater to run Fallout 4, it can run Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, right? This game's a lot less heavy than that. You wanna come over here, sir? Join your friend, maybe? Make a good meal out of you. You got some meat on those bones. Although he doesn't look grass-fed. That might be that lean meat. Not enough intramuscular fat, whatever they call it on the... not enough marbling. Sorry, sir, you don't have to be marbling. I'm gonna have to grind you up into burgers. Use the dragon sword. Use the Jinran Maru for a bit. Jamaru17 says, I have finished my custom firmware Vita so it goes full speed with the overclock plugin. You mean Sigma 2 Plus? Because my Vita's soft modded. I didn't know there was an overclock plugin. I've got the app that lets you switch resolutions and stuff and change anti-aliasing, but it obviously still runs kind of garbage. It would be nice to be able to overclock it and make it run better. Not that I'll be honest, I don't play it on the Vita much anymore. I'll just pick it up off the shelf just for fun and be like, let's play this alternate version. Because if I want to play it in my hands, I'll just play this on the GPD Win 4. The only difference really is that it's a little bit bigger and chunkier than the Vita. Although I was disappointed, AYN or whatever I don't think they're the same Ioneo, that might be a different company, but they're bringing out an AYN Odin Mini, and it looks just like a Vita. Like, it's even got a 5-inch screen, that's right up my alley. Everything these days is like 6-inch screen at the smallest, and that's quite a large screen for a handheld thing. It's not as pocketable. And so when I saw that with dual analog sticks, dual triggers and whatnot, I was like, dude, I want one of these. I can finally replace my phone with it, because my phone is a Moki i7S that came out like 5 or 6 years ago. And it's starting to show its age. It has been for a couple of years now. And so I thought this Ion Odin Mini or whatever, I could get one of those. But it's just like all these other handhelds that are Android. They don't have a SIM card slot, so you can't use it as a phone. And that I still want to make calls and do texts, but I also want to play game. I don't want to have two devices, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to put this thing in my pocket and use it as the game thing and as the phone. Because if I have a dedicated gaming handheld, when I'm not using it, I'm gonna switch it off. I'm not gonna leave it on permanently. But with my phone, I leave it on all the time because I use it to, use the authenticator thing to log into stuff or to check texts and whatnot. So it's on, it's ready to be just turned on and playing a game on it. And it would be nice to finally update it with something that has controls built in. So I don't really want to get one of those, telescopic button things for a phone. I want something built in that's a bit more robust, Unfortunately, they're just, nothing's coming out every device that is exactly what I want is lacking a SIM card slot, so I can't use it as a phone. It's like, all you have to do is put a SIM slot in there. It's already got everything else. It's already got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. It's already got the frickin' the size, the buttons, the dual triggers, the analog sticks. All you had to do was put a SIM card slot in there for me. It sucks. Let's use the scythe against these fellas. Can I throw it at you fellas? Yeah, nice face, buddy. Come get it. What about you, sir? Can I interest you in punching me? How about that? This guy had some gusto in him. He did not want to go down. The point is, like, I'm used to my Moki i7S. Like, it's a phone, but it has face buttons, dual analog sticks, L1, R1, D-pad, touchscreen, and it's a phone. It's everything. It does everything. The only downside is it doesn't have L2 and R2, which can be annoying sometimes. You have to map it to points on the touchscreen, but it's a minor issue. It has everything else I need. So it's just one device that does everything, but it's dated, and it struggles with PS2 and GameCube emulation. I was just about able to play Wind Waker on it, but it struggles. And it's not rooted, so I can't, like, overclock it and boost it to get more performance out of it. And it's, like, awkward to root, so I just never bothered. I just want to get something new that's way more powerful. Because if Windlater can play PC games, if I can just put this on my phone and run this, that would be insane! Let's use the staff against these things. Not that. Use the staff. I don't know, that's me just sort of rambling about that, because it's been on my mind lately. No, I thought I could. I was really greedy. No, I'm dead. Ah, crap. I've got to fight those big boys again now. Try and toss the windmill shuriken at him. Come get it, fellas. Oh man, I never get tired of seeing that. You think it's almost, it's been like 16 years since Ninja Gaiden 2 came out. I still never get tired of seeing the windmill shuriken just freaking plow through the enemies like, goodbye. I will save some progress though as I do this, just in case I do something stupid and die. You didn't hit anything with that? I feel a sneeze coming on. Let's see if it's gonna come, if it's gonna go. Uh-oh, we got a sponge. Some of them decide to be sponges. Yeah, there he goes, look. But they fall down at the end. Yeah, I really do like the Jinran Maru, I just like the understated look of it, just sort of black with a couple of hints of blue and then the handles wrapped in dark blue. It looks really nice. Like, look at that. Looks great. Zipman X says one thing that makes this mod better than original Ninja Gaiden 2 is that you have access to both regular shurikens and the windmill shuriken at the same time. Yeah, that's true. That's very good. You don't lose the regular shurikens for combo interrupts and stunning enemies, but you can still stop and toss this thing at them, so absolutely agree, 100%. Oh, they're charging at me. Come on, come on. Yeah, boy, get him! Nice face, fella. What are you gonna do, huh? Appreciate that. Let's save our progress again in case I do something stupid. Khalil Rawls says, I bet Wolf is thinking, why is this ninja's scythe better looking than mine? And he'd also be thinking, where did he get that thing? He didn't get it from me, did he? Because technically, Ryu did, didn't he? He stole it from Wolf after he killed him. Let's see if we can get in here. These things are so fast, and they come up through the floor. You can't really run from them. Like, when you try to run from them, they are so quick, they just keep up with you. You're getting the full treatment. Bam! Ooh, we got another one. Nice face. Oh, that's all of them. What's also cool is, I'll show it off later, at the beginning of Chapter 2, he randomly just decided to put Sonya in it, so she's just kind of standing there after one of the fights, just chilling. Which is kind of fun. And I think she's got a different idling animation to when she's there after the fight with Alexei, when she's wearing that sort of Greek-looking outfit, you know, that sort of ancient Rome Greek kind of thing. Hey, look at that. That's sad. They've taken away my access to the save point. Although there's one right up there on that door, in that door up there on the right, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna have to fight some of these big boys. Get a double, get a double, get a double. Yeah, suck on that. Yeah, I let him get that punch in there because his friend, they didn't even stand a chance. See what I mean? Like, just you give them a few hits, make them think they can win. Can I interest you in this? He dodged it, you frickin'... Yeah, nice face, buddy. Huh? What does that say? Afro Kid Rider says, I love watching you play. Thanks, I appreciate it. I hope you get plenty of entertainment value out of it. Oh. Perhaps I could interest you gentlemen in the wind blades. Maybe not. Gosh, they love their explosions, don't they? There we go. We got a little save point. Banked the progress. Let's go dual swords. No, wait a minute. Well, we'll see if we... Last time I did this, when I was playing through some of these, I just tossed the windmill shuriken straight through the door, and it took all of them out in one go. Let's see if we can do it. No, come on, come on. Here we go. 1, 2... Yeah! We got them all! What's the matter, fellas? You never played Frisbee before? Oh, it's beautiful. I've missed the windmill shuriken so much. Also, the Test of Valor will be included. I don't think so. I don't know how difficult it is to put those back. He did say one of the chapters was going to have some secret test of valor. But I didn't know what he was talking about. I just thought, oh, we'll wait and see, so... He should add a room where all the females are sitting around having tea. I have an idea for the fun run as well. I thought I'd run it by the people who are currently watching this stream. Let me know what you think. If I can get the sound mod for this, where I can get Ryu's Ninja Gaiden 1 grunts in there, because, you know, I've always liked those. I have been thinking that, since I usually, when I do these fun runs, I skip the cutscenes, and it makes sense to skip the cutscenes when I do it, because obviously this outfit's not going to show up in the cutscenes. I thought, to make it just a little bit more interesting, something funny to listen to, not all the time, like just occasionally, bits and pieces here or there, I would use the AI voices that I've trained on Ninja Gaiden 1 Ryu and Ayane to make it sound like Ayane is talking to Ryu over the radio, like, oh hey, you're gonna have, there's one of the bad guys, like, she mentions one of the bosses is gonna be there, or, oh yeah, there's probably gonna be a bunch of guys in this room. You should kill him, you know? Like, witty, amusing dialogue between Ryu and Ayane. Let me know if you think that would be something that would be fun for the fun run, because I might interject that in there. And, you know, I'll make it look like it's integrated into the game, like it's just like that. Like, add, like, little subtitles for it, so it seems like Ayane actually did talk to Ryu. Because I wouldn't go completely off the walls with it, like, Ayane asking Ryu if he wants a sandwich. Like, I've got the peanut butter and jelly right here, I'll make one. Like, but, you know, goofy dialogue that might actually make sense. Maybe even interject some Rachel dialogue where she says Rachel, Rachel comes up and says Rachel. Where Rachel comes in on the thing, and then they're like, Rachel, how did you get this frequency? And she's like, I have my ways. Well, did you know that there's still a bunch of fiends here in New York City? And he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's still fiends there? I took down everything. I killed this stupid thing in the subway and then killed Alexei. There shouldn't be anything left. She's like, yeah, it looks like there's some weird fiend up there with, he looks like a moose. And then he's like, oh, that guy. I remember that guy. I killed him once before. He's easy. Don't worry about it. And then Rachel will be like, oh, he's easy? Yeah, he's easy. And then Ayane's like, oh, yeah, he's really easy. Did you fight him? No. How do you know he's easy? Well, I watched you do it. And then Rachel can, like, jump in and say, yeah, but everything looks easy when you watch Ryu do it. And she's like, well, that's true, yeah, but he's obviously he's easy, Rachel. You're gonna be fine. Yeah, he's fine. He'll kick his ass. Okay, thanks. See you guys later. Like, I thought that would be fun, since I have the three of their voices trained, so I can use those. I might, just for fun, I might even, like, add myself on the radio just once or twice, like, hey, Ryu, you know, it'd be a really good idea? See these dudes that are coming up to you? You should whip out the tonfa, maybe mince them a little bit, you know? And then he'll be like, how did you get on this frequency? And I'm like, I don't know, what are you talking about? The chick with the purple hair gave it to me. She wouldn't do that. Sure she would. What do you do? Oh, excuse me, look at that. I gotta go. There's a sandwich waiting for me. I don't know. I'd try and put some... I wouldn't oversaturate it with dialogue like that. It would just be one or two bits in each chapter, or maybe not even every chapter, but, you know. I thought it might be fun to just, like, interject some dialogue between the characters during the gameplay, because I'm gonna skip all the cutscenes. So let me know If you guys would be interested in something like that. There is a chest over there. I'm gonna get it. Dark Slayer Zero says, but seriously, that sounds like a great idea. Appreciate it. Khalil Rawls says, Rachel talking to Ryu, yes please, meow. He puts the emoji with the... I've always found that emoji really funny. The cat, the yellow cat with the hearts for eyes. Oh, man. See if we can slice up these guys. What? Just the one guy? Come on, you can do better than that. No, alright. Come here. Little Sky says, I'm really interested in the idea. Awesome, awesome. Just thought it'd be a fun little extra thing just to interject into the fun run. I did it, we're talking well over a decade ago, but I did it with my Portal Let's Play that I did, where I figured out how to recreate the GLaDOS voice effect, and so I added fake dialogue that sounded like I, while Let's Playing the game, was talking to GLaDOS. So there's a couple of things where I, like, say stuff, and then she replies, and I'm like, I didn't say that. And, you know, I thought it added a little bit of fun to the Let's Play, so I figured it might be fun to do that in this. Especially because the AI voice thing is so cool. For, you know, for fun, goofy little things like this. Oh, you don't know how much I've missed being able to throw the windmill shuriken at things. You're just like freaking, you just wanted the full treatment. I can't remember if we fight any guys on the bridge. I'll just use the windmill shuriken. Yeah, here we go. No! Ah, I really thought I could get away with that. It's alright, we'll get away with it this time. Not Ryu, you can't just throw it at one guy. See, this is what happens when you let him get away with it the first time. That's better. Oh, yeah, they all lined up for that one. No, I let him do that. That was intentional. The downside with, fortunately with Ryu's voice, he doesn't really emote much. So the limited dialogue that I trained from Ninja Gaiden 1 is not an issue. But with Rachel, it is. Sure, I do have a trained voice of Riku from Final Fantasy X-2, which is also Terra Strong. But I might have to merge the voice with another voice that has a better, more filled out data set to just make it a little bit more expressive. So it might sound slightly different. I don't think anyone will notice, though, because it's going to have a radio walkie-talkie kind of effect on it so that it sounds like they're talking to Ryu over some earpiece. Oh, that was a mistake. Wow, what's going on, man? You gotta get good, scrub. I do love dodging him, though. Used to love doing that in Ninja Gaiden 3. As you can see, the loop still works. I'm just not doing a very good job today. Now we got these... Got the big boys. Big boy, come get it! So we can't throw the scythe at them. It's still not as powerful as it was in the original Ninja Gaiden 2 in this particular fight, but it's nice that when you toss the frickin' scythe at him now, it sort of actually lops heads off. No, I hate it when they get ready for that. You can't stagger them out of that once they get ready to charge at you. No. Wow, I actually let them kill me. Are they going to make me fight Wolf again? That would be fun. You want to fight Wolf again? No, we're not. Okay. That's a shame. That would have been fun. I let them grab me and punch me one too many times. Nice. Everything. Dude. Oh. One thing I will say that was really good in Ninja Gaiden 3 and Razor's Edge was the fact that they included all of the bosses from 2 again, which clearly shows that they really did build the game off of Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. But it was just cool that in those missions you could fight the bosses from this game again. And even Alma. The fact that you could fight Alma was so cool. I mean, she was very different. She was much easier in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, but it was just cool to be able to fight Alma. Adapt? Whoa. Is it because I skipped the stupid gargoyles? Oh well, I've never seen Adept before. Alright, yeah, I'll do chapter 2. I won't do the whole of it. I'll go back to I will do chapter 1 again, but, just to show you the thing where Sonya is just standing there. That'll be pretty cool to look at. It would be nice to have something that automatically skips cutscenes, though. It saved me a lot of trouble having to edit that out and then figure out how to blend it with the pre-cutscene shot, where if I just do a quick fade to white or black and it fades straight to the next part. That's what I did in my other fun runs. It would just play a sound and then it would just fade white and then fade back in, as if there was a flash on the screen. They threw him over the thing. Is he coming back? Yeah, there he is. Hey, buddy. Whoa, I'm so glad he missed that. I can't believe he missed that UT. I was banking on him hitting that there. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting my butt kicked here. But if anybody watching is wondering about this Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Black mod, I do recommend going to the Nexus Mods page for it and just reading the information on it, because there's a list of things that it does to the game. Obviously, I've got a few other mods here, like the Ryu outfit and the Jinran Maru sword, and then, you know, the level 1 Kasari Gama and Flail. I wish it would just show it. Like, what's the camera doing right now? As well as the Ninja Gaiden 3 Scythe, that's a separate mod. And then, it's funny, I believe the mod to hide Ryu's bow on his back is included in the Sigma 2 Black mod. And somebody was asking about it in the chat, and I said it's in the data file, and I have no idea which one it was. Like a week or so after that stream, I remembered that person saying that, and I looked in the files to see if I could find it, and it actually had the word bow in the name randomly, and so I actually did end up finding it. I was thinking about posting it until I realized that it was included in this mod, so I don't need to post it. But yeah, it's included, so now the bow is hidden. But I do have the files separate anyway, so I know what they are. And I have been playing some Ghost of Tsushima on PC. It's nice to play that game again. I haven't played it in a while. It's kind of heavy, though. Like, even on sort of mostly a few things medium, a couple things high, but nothing crazy. My computer struggles to... I just about get 60 FPS, 60 to 70. I was kind of hoping for more, like 90 plus, because it was a PS4 game, but it's a little bit heavier, and so my system does struggle to go much higher than 60. Just a 1080p. But it still plays great, looks great, and at 60 FPS it's nice and smooth. I don't turn on frame gen, even though it doesn't introduce much delay, because it crashes the game all the time. Every time the game fades to black, it just stays there. The sound keeps playing and the game just gets stuck. And so, you know, rather than using frame gen, which, because obviously it requires, it's not like the DLSS version on NVIDIA cards. The AMD frame gen does use extra processing of like the CPU and the GPU, so your initial frame rate gets lowered a little bit before it generates the extra frames, and so even though the frame rate goes up, you get a bit more artifacting and glitching in the visuals, and so sometimes I'd rather just have a slightly smoother regular frame rate with less artifacting than have the higher frame rate with a bunch of glitches all over it. And, you know, like I said, it crashes a lot. And because I'm only on a 1080 Ti and not a newer NVIDIA card, I can't use DLSS or DLSS frame gen because it's not supported on, you know, it's a newer thing. And my card is getting there now. It's like 7 years old. It's doing very well for a 7-year-old card. Like, 1080 Ti is freaking king. Wow, I just don't want to die here. I'm getting... yeah, never mind. It was inevitable. I'm getting too distracted with talking. And I switch on this kind of lazy way of playing Ninja Gaiden where I want to do extra moves and stuff, so I don't move around or block and dodge as much, hoping that I can just get away with it. Like, I'm getting, you know, the enemy, I'm getting used to how this feels. I don't need to tighten up the gameplay too much, but when you let yourself get too sloppy, they hit you a lot. And, you know, I need to tighten up the gameplay. I'm playing a little bit too relaxed at the moment. Which is why they're overwhelming me quickly. I may in the future, though, try and get a new card. Like, I might get a 50 series card, like 5080 or a 5090 or something. I know that's a lot of money for 5090, but if this video AI generation things, like when Sora comes out or subsequent open source copycats of it start to emerge, if it's really good and it allows me to do some sort of low-level filmmaking kind of stuff where I can make skits and fun videos for a new channel or something, I'd be very interested in investing in a new graphics card, like a high-end one, so that I can render and generate that AI video fast, or faster, the 1080 Ti, like... The only reason I can generate AI images relatively quickly with the 1080 Ti is because I use a low step count, or I use LCM, which uses way less steps and is much faster. And, you know, if the video generation thing turns out to be really amazing and I can use it for stuff, I think it's worth having a new card that can render that a lot more competently than an aging 1080 Ti. And, you know, the plus side is that I'll have something that can chew through the latest games. It'll be nice to have something high-end again. When I first got the 1080 Ti, it was relatively high-end. The 20 series had just come out. I tried to get a 2070, and it failed on me, so I had to go through the whole RMA process. They switched it for a 2080 Ti, which they had repaired, and then it just failed again. So then they repaired it again and sent it back to me. And then it failed again, which clearly it just had bad memory modules on it. And they replaced like 1 or 2 of them and then sent it back. And it's like, you know, if you guys had just replaced every memory module on the card, it wouldn't have failed again. And then I'd be sitting here with a 2080 Ti instead. But no, they don't want to replace all of them. Even though that was like, you know, they had the bad batch of memory. Darn it, I really thought that I'd switch to the dual swords there. We're gonna switch the wind blades though and just do this. They're all gonna fall down. And now Sonya should be there. Which is why we came here in the first place. There she is. Oh no! There's more guys! Don't get close to Ryu when he does that, fellas. It's dangerous. Now, can I please talk to Sonya? And by talk, I mean stand next to her. Oh, she's facing the other direction. The other day, she was facing this way, like this. Now she's facing this way. I wonder what happened. It must have been based on maybe the camera? I'm trying to get the camera closer, like, I just want to lower it slightly so that, like, we're not looking down on them. But yeah, that's pretty cool that he did that. Like, you get these random animations here for her just sort of relaxing. And I forget about the lore for these characters, which was why in one of my previous streams I was like, I don't know what Ryu thinks of Momiji or any of the others, but I'm pretty sure that Sonya's name is Irene and that she is his girlfriend, so, you know, technically, this is before they get together, though, in Ninja Gaiden 2, because these games are set before the classic Ninja Gaiden games, if my memory serves me well. But eventually he does get with Sonya here. They get together, so, I mean, you know. Kind of pisses me off they tried to make Ryu be like the father figure thing in Ninja Gaiden 3. I know in Razor's Edge, Sonya does show up, but like, not really. Like, I don't think she talks to Ryu. I think she shows up in Ayane's chapter randomly. But yeah, I thought this was a cool little Easter egg that he put in the Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Black mod. Just Sonya randomly standing there, just chilling out. And anyway, let's see. Let's see what people say in the chat. Do you guys want me to continue playing Chapter 2, or do you want me to go and play Chapter 1? Because that's what I was going to do. Zipman X says 1080 Ti. Best graphics card release ever. Had it myself before my current 3080. Yeah, it's kind of legendary, isn't it? It was incredible performance for the time, and it was a good price. Like, that's why it's so legendary, really. Because some of the subsequent cards, like the 4090 is an incredible card, but it's very expensive. Dark Slayer 0 and Little Sky say Chapter 2. Alright, we'll go with Chapter 2. I don't know if I'll finish Chapter 2, because it's getting close to midnight, and I'm exhausted. I was outside doing a bunch of, yard work, hedge trimming, dragging things away and wheelbarrows and whatnot, so I'm pretty tired. But I'll try and get up to, we'll see how far I get. Windmill shuriken. Interest you in a fight, sir? I think we got an archer around the corner. You can hear his bow. Stupid ninja dash. It's really fast. Let's fill up that key meter, shall we? I think it's this one, isn't it? No, that's health. That's the top one, because the bottom one's yellow. Yeah. Well, I guess we might as well shoot this. I mean, the truth is, I'd like to get a new PC in general. Like, when I do videos for my watch channel and I'm editing 4K video, my computer struggles. It doesn't have enough RAM, and so if I do long, hour-long projects, it starts to choke with all the videos loaded into the editor, and it will crash frequently. And, I've only got 32 gigs of RAM, and I got all 4 slots populated, so... And I'm still running at 8700K, which was relatively new back in 2018 when I built this, but, that was 6 years ago. That was 6 years ago! Can't believe it. It still feels like I built this thing a couple years ago, and yet it's already 6 years old. Any more takers? Excuse me, Ryu. Counter. I need you to counter. Any more? I think there's supposed to be 3 of them, yeah. Ah, that stupid dash. You get a classic drop. Yeah, I'm so glad I was able to get the actual normal maps for his arms from the Razor's Edge model to work. It looks so much better. You get all the detail in his shoulders. It's not perfect because, again, the way that this model's textures are wrapped around it is not the same as the Razor's Edge model. So I had to, you know, kind of click and liquefy, drag the texture around to make it fit. But, you know, it's not bad. How'd you miss that, Ryu? You could have had both of these guys in that combo. Let's use the staff. Make sure we got the wind blades on. Here we do. Cook these guys. Discount barbecue. Jordan the Goat says, hold on, is this a mod to make a better version of Ninja Gaiden 2? This is a mod that makes Sigma 2, the Master Collection on PC, play like, well, closer to the original Ninja Gaiden 2. It drastically changes damage done to you, done to enemies, delimbing rates, how many enemies there are, what enemies show up, like... It makes the game a lot closer to its original Ninja Gaiden 2 counterpart. And I've got some other mods on there too, like this outfit and, you know, different scythe from Razor's Edge and stuff. So it's the PC version, but with mods to not only make it look cool, but make it a little bit closer to vanilla Ninja Gaiden 2. And I'm also using Reshade that changes the game from looking like this, which is a little bit flatter, to just subtle things to make it sort of punchier and more dynamic. Jordan DeGoat says, I thought Sigma 2 and OG2 played the same besides the awful changes in Sigma 2. Yeah, but the reason those changes are so awful is because they make it not play like the original 2. Yes, the fundamentals are the same in the way the game controls and the speed of it and such, but Sigma 2 does not play like the original 2. Like, enemies sponge damage, there's way less of them. Delimbing happens at different times, like it's just, they ruined it, and this mod fix it. It just fixed it. This mod rescues this game, in my opinion, for me at least, because I just disliked Sigma 2 so much compared to the original 2. This mod saves this game. It actually makes me want to play Sigma 2, and I've been playing it a lot lately because this mod is just, it's incredible. I'm so glad and thankful that he made this mod, because it's insane how good it is. I'm gonna die from that. No, I'm not. Okay. Shouldn't have used... The scythe was a bad choice for these guys. Dual swords would have killed them all in a bunch really fast. Need to get the dual swords out. Might as well save it again after that terrible fight. Wait a second. I don't think I went out onto the bridge. Let's go out onto the bridge and fight those guys. Sure, I got the windmill shuriken on. No, that's the spear gun. Because he added the spear gun, the Gatling spear gun from the original 2 back in as well. And I was thinking, oh, I won't need it. In the jungle chapter, when you get to the pool, the area after you fight the giant worm, which is not in this version, when you get to the giant lake that's full of those giant red fish, he put a ton of those fish in there where you can't even touch the water without them obliterating you. So you kind of have to jump in the corner of the water and spam the spear gun to get rid of them. Otherwise, you're kind of screwed because you can't get across because there's so many of them. I'm sick of this guy doing his stupid fire. I'm gonna die here. Yeah, I knew it. I wasn't healing. I was letting him hit me too much. I don't want to waste the heals on that fight, since I can just do it again and do it better. No, I hate that. I was just one step away from getting him. Too much throwing of fire, gentlemen. It's like interrupting my fighting. Nope. Oof, see. That was close. No. Stupid incendiary shurikens, man. Did I pick up this guy's, I did not. Let's try and have some fun here in a fight that I keep getting killed in. That's probably a bad idea, but we're gonna try. Yeah, stuck on there. No, they love to just go for grabs, don't they? No, they got me anyway. Darn it, man. It's kind of hard to stand on the ground and go for some of the other moves that I want to do because they don't really give you an opportunity to do that. As soon as you touch the ground, if you're not dodging or blocking, they grab you. They're really aggressive with the grabs. I'll use the Kusarigama. I'll try one more time with that. That's not it. There it is. Went right past it. It would be cool to fight a Ryu clone on this bridge as well. That'd be awesome. Instead of these guys. Or at the end of this fight. So why don't we start the fight with this? Kill him. Give me some blue, fellas, because I'm getting sloppy. No, the freaking explosion got me. Again! See, that's the beauty of this, though, being like the original. They don't have to one-shot you with a grab to make it difficult. Like, they chip away at your health. Explosions, grabs, hits. They overwhelm you, that's where the difficulty comes from. That's why this is so much fun. Alright, I'll thin them out with the dual swords first, then I'll use the Kusarigama at the end. See, I wanted him to do the flying swallow there, and he didn't, so he get hit by the stupid fire. I really hope that he implements that dual swords flying swallow fix. Gosh, he just throws me off completely. Like, I have this sort of rhythm going, and when he doesn't do what I want him to do, the whole rhythm is interrupted, and then they just start hitting me, and it's like domino effect, and the whole fight collapses. Get rid of you pricks first. Landing and grabs. See if we can do it to this fella. That's what we wanted. There's gonna be more guys, though. Come here, buddy. I'm not done with you. The Kusarigama is really cool. I keep picturing it in my mind, like when he's doing some of those moves, he's like making the noises from Ninja Gaiden 1, and I really hope that becomes a reality. I really want to do that. Kalia Rawls says, I must go now. I'll catch you later, Dan. Take care. See ya. Have a good one, man. I'm gonna go soon as well, so I'll do this fight, try to get to the top, and then I'll save it at the save point at the top of the slope, and that'll be the end of the stream. You're getting the full treatment, bud. Yeah, I'm not very good with the Falcon's Talons, I'm working. They are so cool. Seriously, the fighting and the animations and everything in these Ninja Gaiden games is just like next level. It really is. There's just nothing like it. It's so sad. We got what do we got out? We get the bow. Get the windmill shuriken out. No! Oh, we actually got him. We actually got him. I really thought when he got hit by that incendiary shuriken that it was a arrow from these guys. You know how badly they affect Ryu when they hit him, so I thought I was done there, but we got him. Oh, I installed a mod for clear weapon trails as well, so all of these swish effects. I think they had like a blue tint or something in original Sigma 2, I'm not sure, but now they're just plain. I thought it looked a little better. Oh man, you should really deal with the arch first. Are they coming? We gotta go further up. No, they're coming from down here. And there we go, that's all she wrote. Well, that's gonna do it anyway. That's gonna do it for this stream, so thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a good day. And I hope, depending on what time zone you're in, you have a good, well, what is it he says in the Truman Show, that movie? Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.